the deafening sound of silence. Hello, humans. First, a quick recap. Film is a slow medium. Every decision takes many hours that compound into many days. I tend to be the perfectionist type. I needed an exercise that would shake me to the core, which is why I've decided to challenge myself. Each Sunday, I will have 24 hours for writing, shooting, editing, sound designing, composing the music, and do any necessary VFX for a short film of at least 60 seconds. Everything will have to be uploaded by midnight, or else the challenge will be failed. To add to the challenge and ensure this is fair, I'll have to extract 3 slips of paper out of a set. The movie will have to adhere to the instructions on the slips. Welcome to Obliquevoid. This is episode 2. What is the meaning of pursuing anything? Ideals, money, pleasure, any motivation can be traced back to one of these concepts. What is the point of art? Imagine a world where a civilization thrived for centuries just to be wiped out on a whim. They would have left behind several artifacts, including the works of art that were considered in high regard while the civilization was thriving. Meaning is conveyed through context. In other words, the contextual framing of the perceptual idiosyncrasies of that specific civilization would be a necessary condition for meaning to arise. Without a context, there is no meaning. Imagine now that a civilization alien to the specific planet on which our civilization went extinct were to land and discover the artifacts, unless by pure chance the alien civilization happens to have developed a similar sense of aesthetics. To them, the very meaningful art would just be a nondescript bundle of matter. What if the alien civilization didn't even have a similar set of senses as the defunct one? The perception of the artifact itself would be completely different to them. For instance, if the color perception was to be different, the intricate combination of colors becomes skewed by the altered perception of the spectrum of light. The masterful shaping, evoking the infinite, is but a reminder of an alien toilet. The textures that made any onlooker want to pass their hands on the piece are nothing but a bit irritating. Just a relatively minor amount of time before, it was continuously praised as the pinnacle of artistic achievement. Now, it's just an alien toilet. Now, let's imagine that the planet onto which the civilization disappeared never gets visited again. Context is a result of thought and perception. Meaning only exists through context without anyone there to look at it. Art has completely lost its meaning. These are the sort of questions that swirled in my head this Sunday as I tried not to give up the challenge. What is the point of what I'm doing here? Is there really no meaning if there's no one there to watch? In a sense, as long as I am there to give it context, the work that I'm producing has some sort of meaning. Like a fading candlelight, eaten up by the darkness of the night. When you stick your head out from the murky void, you struggle just to remain afloat. In a sense, I should be grateful I get to breathe. This week's extractions were a bathroom, drama, a driver. The film was a real struggle. I almost quit several times and lacked the motivation to get through up until a couple hours before midnight. I wasn't sure whether I was gonna post anything or not. Ultimately, I decided to do it, participate in the challenge, give proof that I exist to myself. In this world, an underground secret delivery company hires runners to carry out sensitive deliveries. One of the drivers gets caught in the middle and is left holding the short end of the stick. Although the full context of the movie only came on its own in the last hours of the day, I was running blind for most of the day, and I really struggled through this one. I almost quit several times, but ultimately I decided to give myself meaning. As long as I'm creating something, I'm there to give it context. I'll be infusing meaning, not just in the thing itself, but in myself as well. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Oblique Void. If you wish to support this endeavor, check out the link in the description. There, you can suggest new slips to be added to the set, vote back burned slips, get early access to the weekly episodes, get access to the music and assets for free, and be included in the credits of each episode. I've been an undefined ephemeral entity.